Hi, it's Aviv Geffen from Blackfield, and you're watching Morow.com. It took around half a year. Most of the album I wrote the songs, except Waving that Steven came up with. But so the writing stage was quite quick, but as you know, Steven loved to be in the studio day by day, so it took a while to get the right snare and the right guitars, and so overall I would say a year, nearly a year. We did the drums only in Israel, and all the rest in London. It was the first time that we used a real orchestra, which is 42 live strings player and French ones. So we took a big studio in London, and we finished at Steven's home home studio. I thought it's time for the crowd to hear and understand Aviv Geffen. And DNA, it's like to give to the crowd to be exposed to him. Because so far we took us like 2 albums to get to the perfect sound and lyrics. And this album, for us, it's like the Dark Side of the Floyd, like Dark Side of the Moon by the Floyd. So it's our Dark Side of the Moon by Blackfield. It's like a one-piece album, which we're dragging the crowd all through the most traumatic points in my life, and it ends with a title, DNA. This is me. You can love it, you can hate it, but it's me. I believe that everything was printed from day one in our DNA. I believe there's people who are going to be depressive since they're baby, and they will take something from the childhood or the youth or amateur life. But in the end, I think it's all printed in our default. For example, my neighbor can be happy, can buy the new record of, let's say, Rihanna, and I will buy Floyd, and it means a lot, because, I belong to these kind of people, the depressive one, the mellow, the deepest one, to ask questions, and we believe that the Blackfield listeners more got the same DNA like us, like we do, me and Steven. Fuck you, oh fuck you, I don't care. My parents, I have a son called Dylan. He's 3 years old. And I'm giving him everything. He's coming with me along to the tours. He's with us on the bus. And when he was born, I saw that I'm giving him everything I have. While when I was young, my parents was more busy with themselves. And I was a bit angry when he was born, Dylan. So in the studio, Steven agreed that I will just stand with my guitar and just curse and be angry. And we don't need any more lyrics beside Go to Hell.
And fuck you.
And fuck you, yeah.
Okay. Don't you think you will have problem in the US with this kind of lyrics?
I don't care about the US. I care about my truth. Goodbye, old friend, my paranoid. This time, it's really me and Steven. It's 2 souls getting together. You got all my world, which is the orchestra, the pianos, the backing vocals, some of the guitars, and you got Steven's, you can hear him, drums, his guitars. It's really us this time. We sing together all the way, even, and it's really me and Steven, all the way. In the album, you can hear big influence of the Floyd, of Beach Boys, ELO, indie rock, bands. But I think we created something new. The combination between my vocals and Steven's vocal, the combination works something like another dimension, if you want, which it's really magic moments. now we got our own style. And we had like 37 tracks, and we cut down to 11, because we really want this time to turn our tears into the best caviar, like pure album, from the top, to the end. Steven went to his guys in Porcupine Tree and told them he's taking a year off only for Blackfield. And so do I. Blackfield, it started as a side project for me and Steven in the first album, but then it became a serious full-time band, and we're going now to tour the longest tour ever we did in all America, Europe, Canada, Mexico, and it says a lot. We believe it's time to Blackfield to take off, and we think it's a great album. Steven had a great year with Porcupine Tree. I had myself a great year. I played with you too, with Placebo. I got some heavy rotation playlist on the major radio in Germany, in Holland, in the UK, in Greece. So everyone bringing to the table his own, things and victories. So I think this time, we're going to double or triple, the success of Blackfield, for sure.
Another sleepless night and anxiety attacks.
When my parents divorced, I was really young, and for me it was really a painful moment to see my home cracks down. So I think the music was the first saver for me, and I adopt the music as my God, and it was like my way to translate my feelings into the music. It was like naturally, thing to do. It's my best shrink. It's my only God music, really. So,
And so, what else do you think you could have done rather than being a musician?
A philosopher, maybe. I don't know. A chef, maybe.
Because you're good at cooking.
Yeah, very good. French cuisine, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon he'll disappear into.
A friend of mine came to me saying, "Look, take this CD. Here, song number 10." I said, "Fuck off! I want to drink my whiskey." He said, "No, Aviv, trust me. Here, track number 10." I saw the cover, Leo Ferrer. I never heard this name before. I said, "Okay." I put it in my back of the car. After like 1 month, I said, "Okay, let's hear it." I pressed number 10. Then Avec le Temps starts, and I was crying for 2 weeks. And it changed my life, this track. Then I told my company, label in Israel, that I want to turn all my Hebrew album to title as Avec le Temps in Hebrew, which is the Im Hazman. And I wrote the lyrics. I just put it in Hebrew and sang it, and it became number 1. And it was 2 months number 1 in the charts in Israel, Leo Ferrer. And when I came to Paris to play Blackfield show, no one knows in Paris, Leo Ferrer, meanwhile in Israel, number 1, hot in the charts. And for me to see the crowd in Paris and to sing for them in Hebrew, it was an uplifting moment for me.